think this is going to be the biggest challenge to date to your run defense? The way Zimmer likes to run the ball with Cook coming back.
Yes. You can see they're very good at what they do. They have a variety of runs, different ways to try to attack you. We're going to have to be very good up front, be disciplined in our gaps. You see Delvin Cook, he's got to be one of the best backs in the league. So we're definitely going to have our hands full with him.
Why has Kirk Cousins been so efficient? I think he's completed like 74% of his passes,
Mm-hmm.
which is ridiculous. And then he's also not throwing an interception yet.
Yeah, he's played a long time in this league, and you can see when you're watching him on tape, he does a great job understanding what the defense is and then going through his progressions. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. If it's not open, he'll check the ball down. So right now, he's doing a great job for them in terms of operating that offense.
This will be Greedy Williams' first start
Mhm.
with you as defensive coordinator. Are you still learning about him?
A little bit. I've seen enough of him in practice just to know what he's capable of doing. He's athletic. He has length. He's able to be aggressive for us in terms of playing man coverage. It's more really the physical aspect of it, just coming off the shoulder. I think he's confident. I think when he stepped in the game, he made a couple plays, so he'll be ready to go.
Joe, speaking of that, how well was Greg Newsom playing for you guys? And I guess on the flip side, how nice is it to have a guy like Greedy who does have starting experience who can step in?
Greg was doing a great job for us as a young guy coming in, very confident, very smart, picked up the system. We moved him around, played him outside, inside, and he was up for it. Towards the end there, he was going against Odell a few times, so I think that helped him as well. But Greedy's very capable. He'll be able to step in. We have some other players, so we can stay versatile on defense. So I think everything will move smoothly.
The attacking style that you used against the Bears, can you make that, your signature going forward?
Yeah, really, early in the game, the same exact calls, same exact protection we had against Houston it was the same stuff. I just think we did a better job in terms of executing. And then we got them behind the chains, so we had some more things we could get to. So we ran some more pressure, gave them some different looks, and the guys executed. I got to give them all the credit.
Because the players seem to be like pushing for more and more of that.
Yeah, it's always in. It's just a matter of how the game's going, how the guys are executing. And again, I just give credit to the players, the coaches. Thought we put together a good plan for Chicago, and came out with a win and did a great job.
Joe, on the players, 9 sacks. Is this what you guys envisioned when you brought in Clowney and Tack and Malik Jackson and, to join with Miles and the guys you already had?
Yes. It's all about, to me, rushing coverage. When you have guys in the back end that can get tight and play man coverage, and you have guys up front that can rush, where you can rush forward. If you need to bring pressure, bring pressure. But when you have that combination, you can do a lot of things defensively.
Did you find it unusual after the fact that there were no turnovers and that one was taken away, that was so dominant yardage-wise and sack-wise?
Yeah, we looked at the game, and there's 2 or 3 calls I wish I could have back, and there were some couple things that we didn't execute well. A lot of stuff we did, but there was a few things we had to clean up. But at the end of the game, I had no idea. I looked up at the scoreboard, and I was, what's that? And then I didn't know anything until I went in the locker room and somebody said something to me. But we pride ourselves in wanting to take away the football, and we haven't really got that done the first 3 weeks, so we have to get better in that area.
Joe, what did you think last week when Miles talked about being frustrated that other guys weren't taking advantage of their opportunities when he was being double or triple teamed? And then for him to go out and have the kind of game that he did after saying that, how important is it?
I really didn't hear that. I know somebody said that, but I never really heard that. But I look at Miles as the leader of our defense. I think he's a guy in the locker room that everybody respects. So if that's something that he was upset about, something that he said, I'm sure the guys listened. They all did their job. I think we were cleaner. Our whole procedure during the week or the whole process, I think guys understood things a little bit better and they executed better on game day.
Joe Tack was out here earlier, and he talked about a kind of a cool moment when he came back to the team and the D-line applauded and stuff. Were you in there when it happened by any chance?
I was not, but he's one of our brothers, and the D-line room, they're very close. And I know he may be going through some struggles, or he may have been going through some struggles, and those guys are always there to support him. And right now he's doing a good job. I think he's getting comfortable. He's playing well for us, and we're going to continue to do more things just to create some one-on-ones and utilize them in coverage as well.
Joe,
mentioned-
when you look at kind of that support that he got, not just the D line, but from AB,
Yeah.
Kevin, and you, and all those
Yeah.
other guys. I mean, where does that start in this organization? That kind of culture.
It's a family atmosphere. I think it starts from the top, from the ownership, the whole way down through the building. And that was the one thing when I got here that you could see right away. I mean, you feel very comfortable. You feel like you're part of a family, and that just passes down to our players. And I know we try to build relationships with all our players, and I think that's what Tackle's really talking about.
Does
So
it
you
look
think
like?
you've established the fact that you care about them off the field? I mean, you notice that
Yeah.
as part of that too?
Yeah, and you want to know what's going on in each player's life. You know, you have those moments on the field where you just have that one-on-one and just ask them how their family's doing or what's going on in their life. Because you want to be able to help them. There's a lot of things, a lot of stress with players off the field. You don't know where it's coming from. So you just want to be there, ear for them to lean on or to talk to, and just help them any way you can.
Joe, JOK is grading out phenomenally so
Yeah.
far. Is that showing up on tape for you guys as well?
Yes, and it's, you know, we're trying to keep the menu light, not only for him but for everybody, because we just want to put a premium on execution. But his athleticism showing up on the field, not only in the run game but in space, whether he's in zone coverage, man coverage, he can beat guys one-on-one when we blitz them. So it's nice to have him. We're going to continue to use them in different ways.
Kind of off of that, I saw a lot of Elijah Lee and Mac Wilson out there in the
Yeah.
two sets when you had the dime. Is that, I'm not trying to say, you know, finding JOK some snaps out there, but like
Right.
I guess what is that view of the linebacker position that's perfect for you?
We've been like that going back to last year with different personnel packages. We try to get different guys in the game, and at the same time keep the guys fresh. You know, they're playing defense, they're playing on special teams, so we feel comfortable with the rotation. But we're going to try to get guys out there in the right package to take advantage of their skill sets.
You expect that Taki back?
We're going to say it's day to day, so hopefully we do get them back.
You've talked rather consistently when it comes to JOK about taking it slow with him.
Yeah.
So I guess my question is, when does the plate need to start having more on it for him?
Yeah, I think it's week to week. You know, we can do stuff with them in base. We can create. There's multiple packages we can create for them, but there's only so much that you can handle. Because when you get on the field, you have a certain number of reps. So if you're giving him a lot of stuff to do, how many times can you rep it for him to be comfortable doing it? So, and that's with just our defense in general. Because we get up there and there's a lot of things we draw up on the board, but you want it enough to affect the offense on game day, but not so much where you can't execute it.
So to clarify, that's more growth that he kind of needs to do as a player.
Yeah, and that's going to come through experience. You know, it's third game. You know, so the more experience he gets, the more things he can handle. We'll add some stuff.
So Miles gets 4.5 sacks. What do you tell him he did wrong?
He missed a couple.
He did. He was
No.
kicking himself after. Did he miss a couple?
No, he did. He was in there. No, he played a great game. Miles is a great player. I think he's a great example for all the guys on our team of this somebody you see him out here working hard in practice, and you see that translate to what he did on Sunday on the field. So hopefully all the guys step up, follow his lead, and we continue to get some sacks.
So how nice was it to not only see him do that, but for Clowney to have the game he did?
It was good. That's, you know, we have to rush together as a unit, and sometimes a guy might be the sacrificial lamb, but on the next call, you know, maybe it's for him. So as long as they work together, I think they're going to create opportunities. But it was really good to see him get some sacks as well.
You mentioned that the run game of the Vikings.
Yeah.
Do you have to kind of pick and choose because they have those two guys at receiver where you want to devote your attention?
That's always the situation, right? They want to get you down there where you load up the box and then take advantage of you in one-on-one. So we'll have to have a good mix in terms of what we do coverage-wise.
I mean, is that as good a duo of receivers as you guys see?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, Joe, obviously you're not going to face a rookie quarterback every week.
Mhm.
You know, Cousins probably going to get rid of it a lot faster.
Yeah.
But do you think that what your D was able to do, especially the front, you think that can, I don't know, confidence or any kind of spark that can be carried forward, or is it just truly clean slate?
Yeah, I'm really more concerned about the process, because I think if the process is right, then you'll get the results. Now, the results might not be the same as they were last week. That's something that's really unusual. But I think as long as we go into the game and we play our best, we'll always give ourselves a chance to win. And I feel like, based on last week, I think the players understand that.